is also very simple, and that is to attract, to retain, and to grow uh, enterprises and jobs for citizens in the region. And so, to answer your question of what are we doing to deal with the economic downturn, high unemployment, and whatnot, in the part of our mission that is about business attraction, we have a wholly owned subsidiary, the Greater Philadelphia Chamber of Commerce, called Select Greater Philadelphia. And it's about a $3.1 million a year operation, funded entirely with private resources, no government resources. And what we do is we scour the globe by very precise economic vertical to then find companies and enterprises to come and set up shop here in the city of Philadelphia and the greater Philadelphia region. We've been in business for about 7 years now, and it's very interesting, particularly during 2009, which was really where we really hit the downturn. Companies weren't spending money on new locations, new facilities, and whatnot, and so we had a lot of leads that never resulted in a particular locate. Whereas last year and this year, we are seeing companies that always knew that this was a world-class region for which to locate an enterprise, now making those decisions. So, for example, last year we recruited a British company called the Mark Group, and the Mark Group has been in business in the United Kingdom since the 1970s, providing home energy efficiency and weatherization services to residents and businesses in the United Kingdom. They've chosen the Philadelphia Navy Yard in the city of Philadelphia as their U.S. World Headquarters. Started with an employee of one. We helped them recruit their CEO, who had worked for Toll Brothers, a large international developer and builder. And I think they're now up to 30, 40 employees, a very strong commitment to be diverse and inclusive in building their ranks. And they see this region as a place where they can apply their service and grow.
What kind of companies and entrepreneurs are you looking to become part of your chamber, and as a general, on the general side? But then also I'm thinking where do Hispanic-owned companies fall in this case? And I'm thinking perhaps about Hispanic companies that may join the Hispanic Chamber but not your organization. I don't know if that's the case.
Well, I've been in this post, it was just 2 years this past August, and one of the first individuals I sat down and met with was Varsovia Fernandez at the Greater Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. And she and I have forged not just a strong professional relationship, but an organizational tie that suggests that virtually everything that's on our agenda, we got to find a way to work together. So there's that premise going into the relationship. To the kind of companies first, one of the things I think is important when you're really making it happen, as you guys are each and every day, is to be really practical. Play with your strengths. You can't spin your wheels and waste a lot of time maybe pursuing something that's never really going to happen. And so in terms of the kind of companies we encourage here, we play with our strengths. Higher education. We have 101 colleges and universities in the greater Philadelphia region. Higher ed is growing. Higher ed is spending money. Higher ed is transforming neighborhoods. Higher ed is developing new intellectual property. And so we see that as an industry that we are very bullish and support. We support in terms of advocacy, in terms of making connections and serving as a magnet for development. Hospitality. By economic vertical in the city of Philadelphia specifically, it's one of the largest non-governmental employer sectors. I saw a staggering number the other day. I think Stephen Starr alone, his restaurants now employ over 5,000 individuals in the city, if I remember correctly. He's getting close to that number. And so it's not just the convention. To your point earlier, we've got an expanded convention center. I'm now serving on that authority. But it's the plethora of restaurants. It's the German Beer Week, which I read in the paper yesterday. I mean, there's a week now for everything, which is really cool. There is the celebration of ethnic diversity. There is all of that results in a job and an economic opportunity, whether it be in a hotel or a restaurant. And most of those hospitality sector jobs are filled by Philadelphians for the most part, on a high percentage.